Well, I'm in a rest stop in Arizona. I'm on Interstate 10 going east. I'm headed back to the East Coast. I figured I'd give myself a couple weeks to get there, you know, in case I run into any bad weather or whatever I come upon. But I'm in a rest stop in Arizona, and it's pretty rocky, pretty crowded, pretty noisy. But like I said, I figured I'd give myself 2 weeks to get home, so I can go do the camp post job. But I'll keep y'all informed as I go and see what we can find on the way back to the East Coast. But come on, join me for this journey. I know it's probably pretty loud, but like I said, I'm in a rest area. But look at those rocks. Beautiful formations. I mean, this is called Texas Canyon. I don't know why it's called Texas Canyon, because it's in Arizona, but that's what I'll be looking at for however long I'll be seeing it. So let's get on down the road. Okay, I left the Empire Ranch about 11:30. It's now about 2:30. We stopped one, got a little man a burger at McDonald's, and we made it back into New Mexico now. I think we're like 20 miles outside Denny, New Mexico. But in New Mexico, you're allowed to stay overnight in the rest areas, even have little shelters, as you can see behind me. But I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, you can't camp. All you can do is pull up and park for the night and get a good night's sleep. And yeah, I mean, free camping, one night, pretty cool. So I think that's what we're gonna do for the night. Spend the night in a rest stop and just kind of like kick back and relax. And my goal is to get through New Mexico in like 2 days. I want to get to Texas and hang out there for a while, and then I want to go to Arkansas and do a little bit of camping, because last time I came this route, Arkansas is a super pretty state. I didn't have time to stop and check it out, but I'm going to this time. So that's the update for now. Well, good morning. As you can see, I did Wal-Mart last night, but getting an early start. We're trying to make it to Hatch, New Mexico today. Pretty cool little town. I've been there before, so that's where we're headed this morning. So come along and join us. Check it out. As I was leaving town, I ran to this, I guess it's a little information center in the middle of town. But I figured I'd stop here because I seen the train here, so I said, you know, hell, I might as well stop and get a shot of that on my way out of town. That's what I heard all last night at Wal-Mart. Trains. Kind of hard to get a good shot of it because they got it around this fenced-in area, and it's in a weird part of town. On the back side of the train, there's a homeless person with his cart and sleeping on the sidewalk. But I just figured I'd try to stop and get a shot of it. 12:21 Pacific. Old stagecoach right there. Man, there's homeless people everywhere wandering around. One just walked by me, but it's pretty sad, really. I was right here a couple years ago, and this is Hatch, New Mexico, and I just thought this was a cool little corner. I mean, the dude has more stuff, him or her or whoever has more stuff out here than, I don't know, it's just really cool to me. So I figured I'd stop back by and get some more shots this trip. There you got Big Boy, and you got a dinosaur right there, and you got some carts and some old gas tanks, old soda pop machine. But it's just on the corner going through town. But I thought it was pretty cool myself. There's a little bit of everything for everybody. I mean, right there you got Sparky's, Hatch, North Dakota. And over here you got Kentucky Fried Chicken Bucket, and I mean, it's all kind of cool stuff. I mean, I just thought it was really cool, so I figured, hey, I'm gonna stop back by here. But just all kind of cool stuff. I don't know where he collected it all from, but some of it's pretty old. American Pickers, Hatch, New Mexico. Okay, this is just another corner. I'm standing in the middle of the street, got cars coming, so I better get moving, get out of here. Some of this stuff is really cool, like the Statue of Liberty right there, and I don't know quite what that is, but I mean, Pretty wild, isn't it? It's not something you see every day. Pretty nice. Spockies are bust, but you turn a corner and this is what you see. This is a big cut through from Denny to Hatch to Lacuse. It's a pretty busy corner. I mean, I'm having to dodge traffic, but I mean, got some really cool stuff up there. And you just turn the corner and there it all is right there in front of you. You can see the old camper way over there in the background. I believe the last time I was here, it was a weekend, and this place, it was bumper to bumper traffic. This place was packed, but that's about it. I mean, I just think it's pretty cool. A lot to look at, a lot to see. Somebody spent a lot of time collecting this stuff, but just pretty cool. This is almost as cool as standing on the corner in Windsor, Arizona. I mean, sight to see, isn't it? I just noticed something. They're all holding hamburgers. I mean, pretty cool, huh? KFC with hot tamales. Oh, me. Pretty wild, isn't it? The stuff you find when you're traveling. The only other person I've ever got sitting on the bench was Forrest Gump in a Georgia rest stop, so this one here will go along with Forrest. I remember signs like that as a kid growing up in Southside, Virginia. Pool halls are every place. I don't even know if they have them anymore. Okay, as you can see, I'm at the Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas. I spent the night at a Denny's last night in New Mexico, about 30 miles from the Texas line, and the place was packed with RVs. And I've been on the road since 6:30 this morning, and it is about 10:30, and as you can see, just as cloudy. Visibility is probably about 100 yards on the interstate, and it is 20 degrees out here, and it is a bit on the chilly side. But there you go, Cadillac Ranch behind me. I'll get you some better pictures up just now. Okay, what it is 10 Cadillacs, and they're buried nose first. I don't know why they did it, but that's what they did. And then people come out here and they spray paint graffiti all over them, or whatever you want to put on it, and pretty wild, isn't it? A lot of paint. Damn shame people don't pick their paint cans up, though. They just throw them on the ground and move on, I guess. But they even spray paint the tires and stuff, but every one of them are painted. Elvis Presley did have a field day here. Everybody comes to get their pictures taken. Pretty wild, isn't it? If you're out this way, make sure you stop. A lot of people are beginning to come out now, but pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, I think I'm gonna head back to the car because it's a little chilly for me. A little too cold, but I'm gonna try to make a stop in Amarillo and see if I can pick me up some propane in the little 1 pound bottles. That's something I've been having a real hard time finding, is 1 pound bottles of propane for my little Mr. Buddy heater. I use for a backup heater, so I'm gonna stop. Then we'll try to make it to Oklahoma by tonight and hit a state campground and chill out for a couple of days. But let me get back to the car. Got a little man in there and the car's not running right now, so let me get back to him. From the street, that's what it looks like. As you can see, it's a bit on the chilly side out here, but you make that walk and then there they are. Pretty as can be. Very colorful. You look behind me, you'll see this is called the Slug Ranch, and it's 5 VWs buried just like the Cadillac Ranch right down the road. This is off at exit 96 on Interstate 40 going east towards Oklahoma. But there you go. I'll give y'all a close-up. There's also a older I don't know exactly what kind of car it is, but I'll get a shot of that too. But ain't that pretty cool? And it got all the graffiti behind you in that house right there, but pretty wild, isn't it? Things people do. I guess it's an old, I don't know exactly what it is. It's an old motel cafe that I guess one time was part of Route 66 and it's deserted now. But yeah, it's still a little bit chilly out here, but I can bear it a lot easier than that 19 degrees that was back there. But I'll let y'all check it out. Like I said, they're BWs, just like the Cadillac Ranch, only these are BWs. Pretty cool, aren't they? And of course, they've been spray painted just like everything else. Gets graffiti rides, but there's, I believe there's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And you got the house right there, all graffitied up. But pretty cool, isn't it?
This is a little old car saw sitting next to all the VWs and that right next to the graffiti house, but I just thought it was pretty cool. I call them Bonnie and Clyde cars, but look at the front on that thing, how pretty it is. I mean, to me, that's just way cool. I just enjoy finding things like this. I mean, to me, that's pretty cool, pretty colorful, and the whole surrounding is colorful. It used to be an old motel, I believe, but there you go. That's a sweet little ride right there, isn't it?
Okay, I've hunkered down for a couple of days here. I'm in Arkansas, but that's my view. That's the view of my lake. I'm in a campground of the Corps of Engineering in Ozark, Arkansas. It's a pretty nice campground. I mean, I got electric, I got water. Excuse me, I'm walking. It has showers, bathrooms, so pretty good deal. I mean, and most of the sites are pretty nice. They got the fire pit and they got a barbecue and they're on a pad, and overall pretty nice. $9 a night, so I figured what the hell, I gotta hunker down anyway, and I'll explain that in just a second. Well, I left Arizona 3 days ago, so it took me about 3.5 days to get here, but I'm now in Arkansas. I'm trying to get back to the East Coast to do my camp post jobs, and about when I hit the Texas border, I'm just bad weather big time. I mean, from here all the way from Texas, Oklahoma, it was like 14, 15 degrees. On the way down here, I saw 8 semis that were total losses, and probably saw 3 or 4 other wrecks too. But I mean, it was after the fact, of course, but overall, I mean, it was just terrible. The weather was so cold, it was snowing and sleeting, and now they're calling for a big snowstorm to hit here this weekend, so I figured I'll hunker on down. I got stocked up real good on my meats and canned goods. I stocked up gas for the generator in case power goes out in the park. I got a full tank of gas. I got my electric heater. What I usually do, I'll plug the trail up to the post and I'll run another cord from the post just solely to run my electric heater, because usually what I'll do, I run a 1500 watt heater, and that way I save my propane. I set my furnace on about 65, and you know, if it gets too cold, the furnace will kick on, but usually the electric heater does the job. But that's my game plan. I'm just gonna kick back and hunker down, and for $9 a night in electric and water, and I got you know, 4G, got 5 bars on my phone, I got internet service, I got all my local channels except I don't have ABC, but I can get that on my phone. So I'll just kick back and watch TV and chill out and get me a nice warm shower and make the best of it. But anyway, I'm headed to the East Coast, yep, and I guess I just hitting all kind of bad weather, but I did allow myself a while to get home, so it's no big deal. But if you enjoyed the video, enjoy my travels, please subscribe, hit that button for me, give me a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, stay warm, stay safe. Oh, little man there, he's just happy to be out of the car for a while, because like I said, we've been cooped up in the car for 3 days, you know, driving anywhere from, you know, 300, 400, 500 miles a day, just driving, nothing else. So he's been cooped up in the car. What are you doing, little man? Little man, what do you got? Huh? What are you doing, baby? Well, we're getting ready to go back inside. You can see it's cold because sheet of ice right there, but you know, the camper's pretty nasty, but you know, sometimes you just got to go with the floor. You can see where I run a cord in the door straight from the post to the electric heater, but yeah, sometimes just got to go with the floor. But nice campground. I mean, got my picnic table, got a fire bench, no, picnic table and a fire pit, excuse me, but we'll go head on back in the house and just chill out for a while. But come on, little man, let's go back inside, baby. Okay? Yeah. Say okay, daddy.